But more importantly, as we always love an underdog story, as we always love, someone who can pick themselves back up. That has been the theme with my most recent Mad Ox videos. Go check those out if you haven't already. But it's one of those things where you're able to see somebody grow, develop, but he almost feels like he's restrained. And when you listen to an album that is being released through the system after he's been signed, and you listen to Forever and it just feels a little bit phoned in or a little bit manufactured at certain points, it just doesn't feel like that same flair is there. It's easy as an audience member to kind of put your hands up and just be like, okay, yeah, like I understand. Like I understand what's going on here. Like maybe it was a fluke. Like maybe you made two masterpieces and it's a fluke, or maybe the people who signed you don't know what's going on. So when you take a look at Jazz Cartier in the most recent years in 2021, and why this is really just so important to me, is you have all these tracks from 2 years ago posted on his channel, on his official YouTube channel. Go subscribe. But Koozie Relax is one that we're going to check out, not for the music, but what we are going to check out is the description. And you're going to see that UMG, he was signed to Universal, which is through Capitol Records, if I'm not mistaken, and they have the license to this song. This was on Forever. They own it. That's that. It was a whole year between this and Itchin' for a Lick. And once Itchin' for a Lick came out, you'll see that there's no real like tag or anything. Like UMG's a huge ass company. Trust me, like they flag my shit all the time. Like they would love to flag anything, and they don't own this song. And I thought that was a little particular, and this track is fire. Itchin' for a Lick, fire. And I was like, damn, whatever he's doing, super excited for what's going down. Disclosure, this was released 6 months ago. We'll take a look real quick. But I'm pretty damn sure this is under Believe Music on behalf of Pedal Garden. And when you go to his Twitter, you'll even see Pedal Garden is referenced. And it seems to me that Jazz Cartier is no longer signed. And he is releasing some of the best music that he has in a long, long time. Whether it's Disclosure, whether it's Itchin' for a Lick, or my personal favorite, and the one that we are going to play a little bit of music of, which is Jazz Cartier Basement / Jacuzzi's Revenge. This is the one that I was like, okay guys, something's going on here, because this is one of my favorite songs of last year, and it was a really, really, really late drop in December of 2020. And it really hasn't gotten too much love, sitting at about 200,000 views. And I really think that this is one of the best tracks. So please go check that out. We played it on stream. People have loved it every single time. But there's an important part at the end where he loves these slash songs, where he puts like two different songs together and he kind of amalgamates them into this one idea or thought, or like sometimes they even juxtapose each other. And that is also like a really fun ride. But with Jazz Cartier's Jacuzzi Revenge, that's where it kind of finally answered the question that I was kind of assuming is, well, maybe this guy just isn't signed anymore, and it does seem that way. But not only that, it seems like he has a chip on his shoulder, and he's out here to like really show these fucking labels that you made a huge mistake. And I'm here for it because the music is good. He has such a good track record as far as albums go. The one album that he has released with a fucking label attached, with anybody's help as far as a corporate entity would be, it was the worst album he's put out. So it's like 1 + 1 = 2 for me here. And I really think that whatever Jazz Cartier is cooking up, we have 4 tracks. He has this song. He has the last 2, Disclosure, Itchin' for a Lick. And he also has a song with Cousin Stiz that we'll check out, and I'll show you in a second. That all of these things coming together, you can't help but just take a step back and say, man, this is some good shit. And then you realize he's owning it. He owns it. Like, this is his. It's not any fucking corporate bullshit being mixed in because they don't know what to do with this talented ass guy. I just don't understand it, but I'm so happy for it. But when you hear just how aggressive and how much he means business on this Koozie's Revenge little snippet at the end of Basement, you'll see what I mean. Let's check it out.
If you ain't know, you better know. Stuck at the bottom, shaking up the globe. Prince of the city, coming for the throne. In undercover, tryna cover Vogue. Coming from the cold, you know how it goes. It's for the niggas that hate it, man. It's for the days in that minivan. It's for the days could've moved to Chicago instead of went back to Toronto and changed the whole city. You really can't do what I did. Babies flying once they jump out the crib. Hit you like Tyson with boots to the ribs. Second guessing like I know I'm the shit. It's small enough. Made me some millions, it wasn't enough. Had a black on the label cause they wasn't cutting it.
So, particularly, that was a little piece of Jazz Cartier just spazzing, but he has a chip on his shoulder. And if we want to review that last little second, that last sentence tells us a lot about what we're about to get right here.
Made me some millions, it wasn't enough. Had a black on the label cause they wasn't cutting it.
I made me some millions, it wasn't enough. I had to black out the label or back out the label because they wasn't cutting it. So basically he said it right there. He's like, I took the money, I ran because they didn't help me. Like, they didn't know what to do. They were not cutting it as far as a business partner for me. Our business relationship could not work because my most popular song, still to this day with all their resources, was made without their help in Dead or Alive. And it just shows that not everybody needs a deal. Not everybody benefits from a deal. Not everybody is talented as Jazz Cartier, as a award-winning artist who is doing all these things with accolades and charm and streams and prestige far before any of these fuckers rolled up with a truck full of money and said, hey, take the deal. And it's Jazz's decision. So, you know, like, he wanted to do it, but I also believe that there might have been a little bit of faith that this relationship would have been a little bit more symbiotic than it probably was. I really think it's important to note that Jazz Cartier, while things may not have gone exactly how it was planned for him, maybe in his career so far, he really is just showing that no matter what, you can always kind of rewrite your narrative and kind of take control of what you're doing if you really put your mind to it. I don't know how he got out of his deal. I don't know how he got in this position where people are now talking about what his next project is going to look like. And right now, looking at the Genius profile, they really just have it listed as JC4 with an asterisk. I don't think that's a proper title, but whatever it is, looking at this track list with Jacuzzi's Revenge, Basement, and Disclosure, I can tell you guys, it's looking to be a fucking fire next release from Mr. Jazz Cartier. And no matter what, I think we should all be excited and be looking forward to that. Like I said, he recently released a video and song with cousin Stiz called Nothing to Me, and that song is also pretty damn good as well. So basically, Jazz Cartier is on a roll in this 2021 structure. He is independent as it seems, and he has a chip on his shoulder, and he wants revenge on this whole music industry to prove a point that he really is one of the most talented entities in this system, and I will stand by it. There is still hope that one day he will be bigger than Drake. Complete sarcasm, but it's okay. I'll just lie in my bed and lay in it. But thank you so much. I hope today is the day that I earned your subscription. I know this is a little bit different of a type of video, but I really just wanted to see what this would be like. So if you enjoyed it, please let me know in the comment section below. I really do appreciate all of your support. You can follow me on Twitter at Yogurt, YOOGRRTT, Instagram as well. Now in rotation on those two platforms as well. Take care of yourselves, and that is all. You beautiful folks.